Hello, Claudia.
Hello, Ioana.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ioana Sima, and I'm an external hypnoperator of the Grifasi method. Beside me is my colleague Claudia as a telepathic support, and together we are taking part in the Investigative Cycle number 312, protocol number 1 of the Calogero Grifasi Investigations Department. The protocol we will carry out is defined as mixed because it consists of two parts. The first part is defined as fixed and is made up of questions that we cannot modify or delve into, except in the second part of the protocol defined as free exploration. This method allows us to contaminate the information as little as possible, and for this very reason, all telepathic supports are not aware of the subject of this investigation. In case any of you wish to participate in the investigative sessions of esoteric hypnosis, Grifasi method, either as a hypnoperator or as a support operator, you may do so after completing the training Fundamental Concepts of Esoteric Interference. You can request all the information by sending an email to info@caragerogrifasi.com, and below this video you will find all the information. Anyone wishing to contact me for a personal session or to follow me on any social media, below in the text section of this YouTube video, you will find all my web references and also the official links of the Grifasi method and team. Claudia, if you're ready, we can start.
Sure.
Your mind is open and calm. And at my count of 3, enter the office of a medium who is speaking with the deceased while at work, and describe what you see. 1, 2, 3.
I suddenly saw the air around that person like it is more dense than usual. It is on an energetic level, this word. So it's a more energy, more dense energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like somehow heavy, but not on a material meaning. Heavier and more colorful, I would say, but not colorful on bright colors, more like simply giving me the feeling that it is more patterns of energies. This is the feeling that I have.
Mm-hmm. This is on the esoteric level.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Do you perceive anything else from an esoteric point of view?
I have, yes, different other perceptions. For example, now living from that main screen, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
image, now I was having the feeling that one energy specific from all of those was somehow making its way toward the person
Mm-hmm.
that's the medium, the person that's making that work.
Mm-hmm. At my count of 3, channel the medium. 1, 2, 3. What is your name?
Say,
Say
Jose,
Jose. Who are you speaking with, Jose?
this is grandmother,
A grandmother or your grandmother?
not mine, just
Okay,
one.
okay. Observe the grandmother, place her in front of you, and identify her.
Yes, I can see clearly. It's
Is
the
it
grandmother of a neighbor of mine.
okay? What is the DNA?
Human, human.
Okay,
She was a human.
okay. So ask her, what is her name?
Yes, I asked her.
And what is she answering? What did she say?
Graziella.
Graziella. Ask her, how long have you been dead?
3 years, she's telling me.
Mm-hmm. Why are you attracted to this person?
Me?
Ask Graziella why is she attracted to you.
She's not attracted. I attracted her because one of her nephews needed some information from her. I
Mhm.
attracted her.
Okay. How long have you been coming here?
It's the first time she's coming. It's my first call.
Mhm. What do you want to say to the people who come here looking for you?
I want to say what they want to know. It's not me, it's them who are looking for me. I don't want to say anything. It's my job. I don't understand your question. What do you want from me? What do you want me to say to describe my work or what?
Yeah, I'm just here to ask you some questions because I'm interested in what you do.
So, this is my work. This is what I do on a daily basis. I speak with the dead, but I do it on a beneficial purpose for the living, for the people who are coming to ask different informations, who are missing their dear ones,
And
who are
are
dead.
you always close to them?
Not all the time, but this is why, yes, my ability, let's say. They
Mhm.
respond quite easily to my call. This is my ability. This is what I do for a long time.
Mhm. How are you in your current state?
I don't know. Like any normal person. I
Okay.
don't know what you mean.
Do you want to change your state?
My state?
Yeah, like being a medium.
My job, you mean? No,
Yeah.
I don't want. I like what I do. I
Okay.
like. It's just a natural way to be in contact with the dead. There's nothing to be scared of. I'm not afraid of that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Claudia, disconnect. Disconnect. How do you feel, Claudia? Good?
Yeah.
Okay. At my count of three, enter the office of a medium who has no connection with any deceased person, but who is with a client while at work, and describe what you see on a physical plane. One, two, three.
I see a normal conversation. I don't have that feeling of being the air being dense as I was having before.
Mhm.
Uh, it's just the client describing some kind of situations, uh, wanting some answers, and the medium writing something on a piece of paper, listening carefully. And indeed, I don't see any connection on an esoterical level around them.
So, from observe the scene from an esoteric point of view and look at everything that is invisible to the physical eye. And at my count of three, channel the medium. One, two, three. What is your name?
Paul,
What are you doing?
I'm doing my job.
Can you speak with or channel the dead?
When I have to, yes.
And why do you do it?
This is what I do for a living.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Okay.
my job, let's say.
Okay.
This is my gift.
Claudia, disconnect. Disconnect.
Okay.
Good. On my count of three, enter the office of a medium who reads cards while at work and describe what you see. One, two, three.
I saw suddenly simply a claw,
A
like a
claw.
claw
Hmm.
from an animal
Yeah.
around the cards,
Mm.
somehow moving the cards, somehow influencing the way the cards are shaping.
Observe the scene from an esoteric point of view and look at everything that is invisible to the physical eyes.
Here it's a, so let's say, more obvious on the person that's making the cards, something more heavy on an energetical level. I have the feeling that this person is somehow like having, let's say, a helper on the invisible world. Mm, this is what I see
Mhm.
here.
So observe on an esoteric level the moment when the cards are shuffled. What happens?
I saw numbers like having to do with probabilities, and those probabilities are somehow influenced by that being, that entity, somehow influenced by it.
Mhm. Tell me what kind of energy it is.
Now that you asked, reveals itself more and looks like high or tall shadow. Um, and the feeling is that shadow belongs to draconian being.
Mhm. Is it the same energy that's on the cards? Or on the cards is a different energy?
Partially, no, it's not all in the cards. It's partially. It's more having to do with the person than the cards.
Okay. Tell me what happens to the cards if there is a connection with this energy and describe it.
They are shuffling in a certain way to show on a specific result at the end, and they are influenced, as I told you before.
Mhm.
This is what I see.
Is there a real connection with the medium's client?
Sorry, is there?
A real connection with the medium's client?
Yes, it is a connection. It so the connection first it is with the person that uh, having the cards, but also through this person has an influence on the client too. So
Mhm.
it's a kind of synchronicity between the two. This client came to this purpose, to this
Yeah.
person on purpose,
Mhm.
on a subconscious level, on a subliminal level. She's not conscious about that.
Yes. At my count of three, let me speak with the medium. One, two, three. What are you doing?
I'm helping people.
Okay, what are you telling her, the client?
It's important information about her future,
What information? Tell me.
that she'll be happy. But until that moment, she has things to do. She needs to make some sacrifices in her life in order to be happy. And the cards are showing that clearly.
Mhm. Where do you retrieve this information from?
Oh, it's just coming. I'm just having some helpers that
And
are obeying me.
oh, okay. And why do you do it? Why do you do this?
I like to help people, to be in connection with people, to be a real receptor between the invisible world and the visible one. Not everyone can do that. I'm one of them, one of the few that can do that.
Okay. Disconnect, Claudia. Disconnect. Observe a person who is born with mediumistic abilities and follow their life. What do you observe in their evolution from childhood to adulthood?
First of all, I see her energetic field of this being a bit more open, a bit more permeable. I don't know
Mhm.
if I use right this word,
Yeah.
but so it's not that rigid like other energetic bodies. But it's not only that. The feeling that I have is the way I see here the energy around this person is pretty much the same like many other children. But here I have this image of a more open family on a general way to the subtle world. So the parents, the environment in which this person, this child is growing is different. So it's not these abilities are not suppressed
Mhm.
on the childhood. This is one thing. And from here, now are coming two branches, different ones, actually quite contradictory. This type of energetic field, it is like a positive, let's say, feature of that person, but in the same time, being that open can attract also interferences. So from that moment, I saw simply two branches. In depending on many other things, this
Mhm.
person can take it to one direction or the other because she has this ability. So she can attract either good or bad entities.
Mhm.
And then things can change, can modify depending on other characteristics, her qualities, her
Yes.
um, many other things that she's bringing with her from other life experiences, the environment that she will be in during her mm,
Early
huh,
years, young
early
years,
teenager years. This
teenager.
is I
Yeah.
was thinking, yeah. So it's depending on a lot more other things,
Mhm.
what
Okay.
path she will take.
Mhm. Now, observe a person who is not born with mediumistic abilities, but who activates them at a certain point in life. Have you found them?
Yes,
Tell,
actually,
tell me
a
what
person
happens.
quite not old, but anyway, around 45, let's say 40, 45.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what happens.
Um, it is a male, a guy,
Mm-hmm.
and the feeling that I have about this person is like he's being somehow somehow like he had a lot of experiences. In one word, it's like this person doesn't rely so much on his rational mind. It's like he had a lot of experiences, he did a lot of things during his life, like he had a full life. And at this moment, simply he's somehow surrendering to the subtle worlds. He wants to experience more, but on a subtle level, but not on a conscious level. Simply, this is what I perceive about that person, but it's not what he thinks consciously.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and the energetic bodies of his person looking like more or less similar with that young person, with the child that I was. It's like now becoming so reducing more from his personalities, his way of thinking, and
Is
during this process,
activating,
deactivate exactly
yeah.
the persona, deactivating the personality, the human personality, and the same time doing this, it's like a reverse process on the energetic field that opens more to the subtle world and becomes more similar, looking more like the same to the other child from before.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. Okay. Observe a person who is born without any mediumistic abilities and follow their life. Tell me about their feelings toward esotericism.
In this case, I saw a person that follows the material, um, let's say, life, programming, rules, social,
Yeah.
everything, yeah, and not so much interested in the esoterics. Even later in life, is depending on the later in life. Actually, I saw more situations, so it's not the same. Like for everybody, it's not that the same. I saw more situations, but still not that deep interest on esoteric.
Mhm. Now place them all in front of you, the three people.
Okay.
Observe their energetic body and their DNA and tell me what differences you notice.
Hmm. Uh, Showed up more situations, not only these three. Like things can be different, can vary a lot. It's not that easy, but still, let's try to make it to reduce everything on essentials. If I refer to the first person, I think is that one that was born with
Yeah, born.
disabilities.
Yeah.
Um, I have in front of me a kind of DNA, not completely human, is but it's not on a hybridization. From what
Yeah.
we know, it's simply more open. It's not that dense. It's like having more air, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
between the cells, somehow like that. It shows up more airy to me.
Yeah.
But even if I refer to on a basic level, all three of them are human on a basic. Um, all three. But this one looking like that, uh, the second one becoming like that, but later in life,
Yeah.
as I said, and third one is not is
Without
not
any
becoming
capacity.
exactly no, but still something here. It's is different too on another way. It's not that this person is human 100%. I have a feeling of something mm, how to name it, um, something connected with earth, more grounded, more muddy, even
Mm-hmm.
something more not entity, simply something that doesn't move, something more rigid.
Okay.
Yeah,
More
I don't
closed.
have the right, yes, more closed. I don't have the right word, but this is what I
It's
see.
okay. Okay. Their energetical bodies, do you perceive any differences?
On this tree,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Now, now comes to me the image of the last one. which is
Yeah.
more organized, more clear, and smaller. The
Smarter.
energetic body, smaller,
Oh,
no,
smaller.
simply the
Okay.
small, yes, energetic body, like surrounds the material body, and that's all. Is not very wide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
um, he doesn't need, actually, he's not interested, he doesn't manifest
Yeah.
interest in this field, so doesn't
He's
have
not
any reason to
creating.
grow.
Yeah.
Yes. The other one actually, I'm having that one from the middle that creates
Yeah.
starts with this later in life, and I have the image of a larger energetic body from early years. So it's not only now. So it's like this ability stayed there, somehow shaped, stored, and just developed later in life.
Yeah.
But this is what I see on an energetic level. It was already there. It's
Mm.
just waited the time to
To be
let the rational
activated.
mind go away a
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
And the first one?
And
The
the
one
first
born
one,
with?
yes, born from the beginning with this wide energetic body and open to the subtle world, easy to get to interact with the subtle world.
Mhm. Okay. Now, widen your view and observe multiple mediums around the world. Are you observing them?
Yes,
Observe their genetic code. What draws your attention?
I keep seeing this feature like I was seeing before on that more airy feature, mm, more spacious, let's say. It's more connected. It's like doesn't distance itself, the genetic code, so much from any other species. I don't know how to say. It's not that the person doesn't have exactly a strict genetic code, but simply somehow can connect very easy with other genetic codes.
More universal, you would say?
Mm, yes, something like that. It's looking like connects very easy with other genetic codes, like having a little bit of everything. But it's not like that because it's a very, very little um,
Percentage.
percentage, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
This is one.
Yeah.
So let's say a person very open, but this is when we refer to real, authentic mediums, because when it told me to take a view, a general view, I saw a lot that were simply oriented to get in touch with different entities, to get help from the entities, and not connecting with all the genetic codes that I was telling you before.
Yes.
They are somehow focused simply on one level because that was more simple for them to get
Mm-hmm.
connected to not make to put any efforts to connect with more or or to the real genetic codes that the client, for example, are needing. They simply like or sending the helper to collect the information, the helper being the entity,
Of
and
course.
bring him back with a result and to serve on a plate, very nice, decorated to the client, but that doesn't have anything to do with his real abilities, authentic
Mm-hmm.
abilities.
Do you perceive anything else about their genetic codes?
So this vivacity, this
Yeah.
yes,
Openness.
openness, yes, but still a lot of them is human. Uh, and that's it. Simply human with very, very little pieces of informations from other codes.
Mhm. Now, widen the perspective further and observe planet Earth. Are there areas of the world where you notice a concentration of mediumistic abilities in the population? If so, where and why?
I saw more actually. First, I had an image of a very tropical area. I think it's Brazil, and also humid. But also, this was the first one.
Yeah.
But then I had also different kind of, not specific names, but I was having images of tribes, indigenous tribes or Amerindian
Mm-hmm.
cultures, where their shamans work, this type of things, um, but not so much connected with the what you ask, if there are parts of the world that are more oriented to that. So,
If are there any areas of the world where you notice a concentration of
um,
mediumistic abilities in the population?
yes, a concentration, yes, looks like is more concentrated in that area, like Brazil, as I said, but
Yeah.
not having to do with the, I don't know, with the weather or the
Yeah.
time or the sun necessarily.
So why?
Mm, it's more like openness of the people from there, like being grown in an environment where this is more accepted.
Yeah.
I was having now an image of again of big groups. I don't know, is that what was that? Maybe a school or maybe big family, like something being very comfortable with talking about the dead from their family. So, like Latin cultures, not being opposed to the European ones, where the death is treated in a more remote, closed, isolated way. It's like you don't have to talk much. The end means the dead means the end.
Yeah.
But in other culture, is not that way. It's more open. So the children somehow become more encouraged to express what they feel, what they see, their visions. That so it's more, let's say, cultivated these
Mm-hmm.
abilities that any child almost has, but in other cultures are suppressed on a very early age. This is the feeling that I have.
Very interesting.
Not doesn't have so much with the weather itself or with the part of the world, but
Yeah.
more with the,
With the mind, the open mindedness
yes, open-mindedness and the culture, the local cultures.
and the capacity of the people of the populations to understand more.
Yes, yes. Also, while we are talking here, I keep having this image of very bright sky, sun, warm weather, very nice, making you feel relaxed somehow and open. It has somehow a similarity with that whiteness that I was telling you when I was seeing in the energetic bodies of those mediums
Mm-hmm.
having something. So it's like the having this weather around you
Helps.
helps you somehow, yes, to get more relaxed, more open to other subtle worlds. It's like you are not in a fight and flight mode. For example, when you are living in a heavy winter and you have to protect yourself, you have to fight to survive in
Yeah.
heavy conditions, or in urban areas where you have to work a lot, you have to protect your back because other people, I don't know, can hurt you.
Yeah.
It's a lot of big differences that create this different
Approach. Yeah.
yes, different, yes.
Okay. Very, very interesting. Observe the physical body of a medium, the genetics, the physical structure, and the pineal gland. What do you notice?
Again, I had different images. um let's say for most of them, the body is quite the same. I don't see differences on the physical body, um in just a few, because I had this image of highly. gifted mediums, uh, that was the image that I had, having a more young aspect than their age. So
Mm-hmm.
somehow keeping their face younger. I don't know how and why, but that was the image.
Mm-hmm.
And regarding the pineal gland,
Yeah.
um, I see it working. So now I was looking at a pineal gland of a medium during work is simply larger and more shiny. That's all. So
Yeah.
it's not so much of a difference, but during the work, let's say. But again, I have the feeling that things can be different depending on mm, the
Activity.
abilities of the,
Abilities.
yes, how, for how long he's doing this work, how authentic, how much he trains himself. I mean, I was having different images with some people having the pineal gland a bit larger than others, just a bit, and others no, simply getting larger only when doing the work itself.
Okay.
And others not having anything to do with the pineal gland, simply having those helpers as entities, as I
Yeah.
told you before.
Mm-hmm.
And pineal gland here, I simply see it like somehow very quiet in dark, not working at all, being simply calcified,
Mm-hmm.
not working, just pretending it's working, but it's not.
Now observe the pineal gland of a person without any mediumistic sensitivity. What differences do you observe?
Um, it's pretty much like the situation when I was saying it's dark, not functioning. But here now, I think I connected with a person, not medium, not pretending, not having helpers, simply not having the abilities. So a normal person.
Yeah.
So in this normal person, I am having an image like sometimes this pineal gland, it's like gets flashes. This is what I was seeing. Very little flashes, somehow having to do with the physical body, some doing some role for the physical body, so
Mm-hmm.
functioning in a way but not making any connection, not bringing any information from outside, not mediating
Yeah.
any connection, simply functioning for the body itself.
Yeah. Okay. Now, this person without any mediumistic sensitivity, observe
Mhm.
their esoteric body. Tell me, what do you notice?
A normal energetic body surrounding the material one,
Mm-hmm.
on a normal functioning, not very wide, not very narrow or small, just normal, depending what you want to know more.
Observe their chakras.
Mm.
What do you notice?
On this person,
Yeah.
no, on this person, or a lot of other persons, I have the image of different chakras being more or less blocked. That was the image. So it's like being connected with different organs, with different parts of the body. This is the image that I have. Some of them are working better, some worse. Little blockages, not very wide. Um, some of them are more pale coming from these blockages,
Mm-hmm.
so almost like
Colorless.
barely fleshing, let's
Yeah.
say. And some of them a bit better. And depending on the person's conditions, abilities, I mean, I have a lot of different images. Some of them are more blocked on the chest area, some of them on the root area, sexual. chakra, others on the neck, most of them on the, let's say, third eye, and the upper one, the most important one, I don't know the name. So it's depending on the person, but let's say like a general functioning body.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the chakras are for a normal person, with their struggles and their strong points.
Very good. We finished the fixed part. I have a couple of questions. So, do you perceive that the people born without mediumistic capacities have less experiences on Earth than people with, um, let's say, more evolved mediumistic capacities? Is this a condition?
No, I don't have this perception.
Mhm. So,
No.
is it random?
Also not random. When you made the question first, I had a feeling that has to do with people coming, for example, from other spaces, other realms, and bringing with them these capacities, these abilities, and not having a lot of experiences on Earth. So I didn't see this connection. But in the same time, not random,
Yeah.
even if can look random on us. I mean, can look random because again, I was having another image with a person that doesn't look so much developed on a spiritual level, but still having a lot of psychic abilities or
Yeah.
being a very good medium. So looks random because you would expect to have a very high response, spiritual response or reactions from that person, and is not the case. But still, that person has somewhere in her history something that caused these abilities to flourish uh, this lifetime, for example. Um, so there are can be a lot of situations, persons that are coming already gifted with
Yeah.
that and having to work a lot to gain discernment in other aspects of life. And even this, let's say, abilities to turn on themselves during that life if they are not used, I don't know, on a proper way or in a way to make them to help them grow.
Mm-hmm.
So can be a lot of situations or people. So anyway, it can be, yes, to be in connection with the level of spiritual maturity of a person, but not it is not the case all the time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the last question is, how can a client make the difference between a real medium who uses his pineal gland and who is
Hmm.
really working without any help, and
Uh,
the other type of mediums?
yes, it's just about our own discernment to understand that it's nobody will come to tell us straight this or that is using or not,
Yeah,
it's again
of course.
only on us, and to choose carefully and better to rely upon ourselves on having answers, and if we are not able to do, to choose carefully. Because yes, these abilities can be genuine, real,
Hmm.
but in the same time can trigger and can somehow put even more burden on our shoulders when you
Yeah.
connect with such person.
Yes.
So it's not to reject like the Western culture are doing that,
Mm,
but not to be completely open like other cultures
yeah.
are with these aspects.
Hmm.
Is it's simply discernment that we develop with experience, good or bad experience, but any experience has this role to gain more discernment in time.
Okay. Okay, Claudia. Now I will count from one to three, And on 3, you will be fully in the present moment. How are you? How do you
Nice.
feel?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Little esoteric investigation.
I liked it.
I liked it too.
Mhm.
Yeah, changes from the subjects that we used to treat in the last
Yes,
few weeks. So yeah,
a bit
good.
different.
A bit different. I was expecting the answers that you gave
Uh-huh.
when I read the protocol. It,
Hmm.
I
Yes.
think we know what kind of mediums are around and what each one does. But I
Yes.
really like the way you put it into words. I
Yes.
think it makes
Yes.
sense.
We live in such a big world and
Yeah.
complex world, right?
Yes.
So we have to use our mind, our discernment, our intuition whenever we
Yeah.
want to get in touch with such things.
But like the way you explained, like how there are so many conditions for
Mm.
one medium, makes sense. It makes sense for me. Thank you.
Yes. My pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for listening. I hope you liked it too. We'll see you very soon. Have a great day. Bye. See you.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Buenos días.
Dzień dobry.
Bienvenidos a este primer vídeo de Disclosure en español y polaco.
Bardzo Was serdecznie witamy na tym nowym wideo, które będzie w języku hiszpańskim i polskim na kanale Disclosures.
Vamos a producir mucho más vídeos en futuro como estos vídeos informativos.
W przyszłości stworzymy dużo więcej takich wideo, które będą Was informowały o różnych rzeczach.
Porque estamos notando que cuanto más se va divulgando este trabajo, estas hipnosis por internet, también cuanto más mala información se está difundiendo.
A to dlatego, że zauważyliśmy, że im więcej wstawiamy sesji z naszymi hipnozami, tym więcej jakby informacji sprzecznych zaczyna się rozprzestrzeniać.
Y entonces hoy vamos a hablar de las sesiones investigativas.
Więc dzisiaj będziemy mówić o sesjach badawczych.
Porque estoy viendo que hay personas que a lo mejor se dedican a una sesión con una persona, se van a algún lugar, preguntan algo y lo poco de información que pueden extraer de una sesión se lo creen como si fuera oro, completamente puro oro.
Bo zauważyłem, że są takie sesje i takie osoby, które robią jedną sesję z jedną osobą na dany temat i kiedy wychodzi tam jakaś informacja, to jest ona odbierana jakby to było rzeczywiście coś niesamowicie wiarygodnego, jakby to było czyste złoto.
Yo os digo que la sesión así dicha investigativa no existe.
Ja chciałbym Wam powiedzieć, że sesja badawcza tak naprawdę nie istnieje.
Entonces podríais como preguntar, entonces cuando haces una sesión a un cliente y preguntas cosas, ¿por qué preguntas?
Więc mógłbyś mi zadać pytanie, więc skoro robisz jakąś sesję z jakąś osobą i zadajesz jej pytania, to właściwie po co je w ogóle zadajesz?
Sí, sabemos que la información en hipnosis está muy, pero de verdad muy contaminada.
My bardzo dobrze wiemy, że informacja, która wychodzi podczas hipnozy jest niezwykle, ale to niezwykle zanieczyszczona.
Y esa información, así como sale de la hipnosis, no podemos tomarla como conocimiento, como investigación.
Więc takiej informacji, która wychodzi podczas sesji hipnozy, nie bierzemy nigdy jako takiej informacji, która jest rzeczywiście bardzo prawdziwa, zgodna z prawdą i oczywista.
En el caso de sesiones a clientes, la información que sacamos nos sirve por otro objetivo. El objetivo es llegar a la causa de su problema y trabajar.
Te informacje, które uzyskujemy podczas sesji dla klientów, służą nam zupełnie do czegoś innego. Celem jest to, żeby znaleźć przyczynę i pracować nad nią.
Pero ¿qué significa que la información está contaminada? ¿Cuánto está contaminada y por qué?
Ale co to właściwie oznacza informacja zanieczyszczona? Kiedy jest zanieczyszczona i dlaczego jest zanieczyszczona?
Hay que saber que cuando nosotros pedimos una información y nos llega a través de una persona en hipnosis, esta información sale de una fuente, para así decirlo, y atraviesa muchas dimensiones, muchas densidades.
Kiedy prosimy o jakąś informację podczas sesji, to ta informacja, powiedzmy to w ten sposób, pochodzi z jakiegoś źródła, ale w międzyczasie przechodzi przez wiele gęstości i wiele wymiarów.
Y también pasa por conciencias, por inteligencias. Esa información viene atrapada en el éter por varios seres.
Ale ta informacja przechodzi też przez wiele umysłów, wiele świadomości, istnieje w eterze i może być przechwycona również przez wiele bytów.
Estos seres, estas inteligencias, pueden voluntariamente o involuntariamente distorsionarla.
I te byty, te istoty lub świadomości mogą ją zniekształcić świadomie lub nieświadomie.
Y además, la persona que está en hipnosis tiene sus creencias, su mentalidad, sus perspectivas, sus opiniones. Esta estructura mental contamina también esta información.
A co więcej, osoba, która jest w stanie hipnozy, ma swoje własne przekonania, swoje własne wartości i wierzenia, swoją własną mentalność i przez tą właśnie strukturę całą mentalną również może dojść do jeszcze kolejnego zanieczyszczenia.
Y además, si nosotros queremos investigar, por ejemplo, una persona o un ser que no tiene ninguna conexión con el ambiente hipnótico donde estamos trabajando, esta persona puede no autorizar la salida de informaciones de sí mismo.
A co więcej, jeśli połączymy się z jakąś istotą, która absolutnie nie należy do tego środowiska hipnotycznego, w którym pracujemy, taka istota może nie zgodzić się na przekazanie informacji.
Si hay interacción, si hay interferencias entre un ser y otro, es posible que circule información por las conexiones, por los pactos.
Jeśli jest jakaś interferencja między dwoma istotami, to wtedy dzięki tym paktom, albo przez te pakty, przez to połączenie, które istnieje, rzeczywiście wychodzą informacje.
Pero si en aquella sesión en concreto ese ser o esa persona se va a cuestionar y no hay ninguna conexión, es muy improbable que llegue una información autorizada.
Ale jeśli zdarzy się tak, że łączymy się z istotą, która nie ma z tym nic wspólnego, to jest bardzo mało prawdopodobne, że dostaniemy jakąś informację.
Entonces, imaginemos que queremos investigar sobre un personaje famoso de la historia.
No, na przykład wyobraźmy sobie, że chcielibyśmy otrzymać informację o jakiejś osobie niezwykle znanej, historycznej.
Si no tenemos de alguna manera alguna conexión con los elementos del ambiente hipnótico y esta persona, aunque no esté conectada, no autoriza esta información, pues no llega.
Więc jeśli wyobrazimy sobie, że ta osoba nie jest w żaden sposób połączona z tym środowiskiem hipnotycznym, w którym pracujemy, może się tak zdarzyć, że absolutnie nie zezwoli na żadne przekazywanie informacji na swój temat.
Y cuando pasa esto, hay siempre o casi siempre alguna entidad que se aprovecha de la situación.
I kiedy to się dzieje, zazwyczaj pojawia się jakiś byt, który wykorzystuje tę sytuację.
Se puede presentar con la supuesta identidad de la persona o del ser que estamos buscando, o puede de todas formas modificar o inventar una información por su cuenta, por su personal ventaja.
Może zrobić dwie rzeczy. Albo przyjąć, zidentyfikować się z osobą, o której chcemy zrobić tę sesję, przyjąć jej tożsamość, albo zmienić informacje, które chcielibyśmy otrzymać, tak aby to działało na jej korzyść.
Nosotros en sesión a clientes podemos trabajar porque el cliente nos autoriza a trabajar en él, en su sesión.
Podczas sesji dla klientów możemy pracować nad takimi informacjami, bo otrzymujemy zgodę na informacje właśnie dzięki temu klientowi.
Y podemos trabajar con sus seres queridos, por ejemplo, o con los seres que interfieren con ella, propio porque hay estas conexiones.
I możemy pracować na przykład z istotami, które kocha ta dana osoba lub z bytami, które w nią ingerują właśnie przez to połączenie, które tam istnieje.
Entonces, hay una gran diferencia entre la sesión a un cliente para solucionar sus problemas y hacer sesiones para investigar.
Dlatego istnieje taka duża różnica między sesjami, które robimy dla klientów, aby rozwiązać ich problemy, i między sesjami takimi poszukiwawczymi, badawczymi.
Por eso digo que no existe una sesión investigativa.
I dlatego właśnie Wam mówię, że nie istnieje coś takiego jak sesja badawcza.
Lo que existe es un protocolo de sesiones de investigación.
To, co istnieje, to pewien protokół sesji badawczych.
Hay que seguir un protocolo y hay que seguir ejecutar unas series de sesiones y con personas diferentes.
Więc trzeba zawsze śledzić ten sam protokół, a jednocześnie wykonać wiele sesji z różnymi osobami.
El protocolo tiene que ser único, unívoco, porque hay que preguntar en un tema las mismas preguntas para ir en la misma dirección.
Ten protokół powinien być zawsze taki sam, ponieważ należy zadawać takie same pytania, tak aby iść zawsze w tym samym kierunku.
Cuanto más está restringido ese espacio de investigación, cuanto más podemos tener más probabilidad de tener buena información.
Im bardziej zawężamy obszar naszych poszukiwań, tym bardziej prawdopodobne będzie, że otrzymamy dobre informacje.
Sí, podemos también aumentar ese espacio, pero tenemos que aumentar proporcionalmente el número de sesiones por hacer.
Możemy oczywiście rozszerzyć ten obszar, ale wtedy będziemy zmuszeni również rozszerzyć ilość tych sesji.
Luego, cuando tenemos una grande serie de sesiones, pero estamos hablando de centenas o hasta de millares de sesiones.
I wtedy mówimy o olbrzymiej liczbie sesji, od setki po tysiące.
Tenemos que recoger toda aquella información que es común a todas o a casi todas estas sesiones hechas.
I wtedy musimy pozbierać te informacje, które są wspólne dla wszystkich bądź prawie wszystkich tych sesji.
Esta información común vais a ver que es un porcentaje muy pequeño con respecto a la totalidad de la información.
I zobaczycie, że ta informacja wspólna będzie naprawdę niewielkim odsetkiem tych informacji, które się tam pojawią.
Son pepitas de oro.
To są takie malutkie ziarenka.
Es como si nosotros vamos a un río, vamos a coger este filtro, vamos a coger muchísima arena para recoger solo muy pocas pepitillas de oro.
I można to przyrównać do poszukiwania złota, kiedy filtruje się dno rzeki, zbiera się mnóstwo piasku, a na koniec pojawiają się maleńkie ziarenka złota.
Esa sí que es información de oro.
I to jest właśnie ta informacja złota.
Si hoy podemos decir que hay seres que interfieren bastante con el ser humano y que tienen formas de animales reptiles o de animales a forma de insectos, etc., es porque todo esto sale desde que se empezaron las sesiones de hipnosis y hay muchísimas, millares y millares con esta información común.
I jeśli dzisiaj możemy powiedzieć, że są ingerencje, które przybierają formy albo reptilii, albo jakichś insektów, to dlatego, że takie informacje wychodzą od początku naszych sesji hipnotycznych i są wspólne i jest ich tysiące.
Pero si yo digo que en la ciudad de Nueva York en el 1452, en aquel punto, había una casa que vivía un viejo que se llamaba Tom, pues solo en aquella sesión ha salido y cuanto más contaminada puede ser, no lo va a saber nadie.
Ale jeśli chciałabym powiedzieć, przekazać taką informację, że w Nowym Jorku w 1452 roku stał taki a taki dom, w którym mieszkał taki a taki starszy pan o imieniu Tom, to nie mam pojęcia, jak bardzo zanieczyszczona będzie ta informacja.
Así entonces se hace investigación. Es un trabajo muy largo, muy duro y tiene que ser hecho con un protocolo riguroso i severo.
A więc właśnie w taki sposób należy robić sesje badawcze. Jest to proces bardzo długi, ciężki i który wymaga bardzo restrykcyjnego protokołu.
Entonces, por esto que nosotros ya vamos a empezar a hacer ciclos de investigación.
I właśnie dlatego zaczniemy teraz robić takie cykle badawcze.
La estructura del team, que cada vez va creciendo siempre más, y el número de clientes que cada día contactan con nosotros, nos permiten organizar esos ciclos de investigación.
I ponieważ struktura naszego zespołu cały czas się powiększa, a także liczba klientów, którzy kontaktują się z nami każdego dnia, te czynniki pozwalają nam na to, żebyśmy zrobili taki cykl badawczy.
Creo que ya he dicho todo, o casi todo. Cualquier pregunta podéis escribirla en los comentarios del vídeo o donde sea publicado el vídeo.
Myślę, że powiedziałem wszystko, bądź prawie wszystko, a jeśli macie jakieś pytania, to proszę zadajcie je pod tym wideo.
Gracias por vuestra atención.
Dziękujemy za Waszą uwagę.
Y gracias a ti, Milena.
Gracias a ti, Carlo. Dziękujemy.
Chao.
Ciao.